the next scenario. In this type of market conditions, most of the swings, at least in a healthy trend, are contained, okay, or let's say they bounce off this area between the 30 and the 50 moving average. The reason as of why I like to keep an area on the dynamic area of support and resistance, basically the reason as of why it works is because institutional players like to keep an eye on this area, okay, on these retracements, in order to adapt to their positions. All right, I'm talking about, of course, large investment banks, hedge fund managers, etc., etc. You know, the people who trade volume enough to actually move the market. As you guys know, Forex is an enormous market, and you definitely need large capital to have an impact on it, okay, and that's only investment banks and you know, institutional players have the capacity to have you know, their individual positions to have any sort of impact on these large markets of Forex. So these guys, the large traders, they basically are all of them trend traders themselves, and well, of course they all follow different trading approaches, but basically they sell pullbacks in a downtrend, or they buy retracements in an uptrend. Okay, let's say you have an uptrend, and they basically buy the pullbacks. All right, price retraces back, okay, and they adapt to their already long position, okay, and therefore price moves forth into a new swing. All right, then upon the pullback they adapt to their position, and so on and so forth. Okay, same thing as in a downtrend. And I know for a fact that they do like to keep an area on these retracements areas to around the 30 and the 50 simple moving average to adapt to their position. All right, so let's say that the area between the 30 and the 50 moving average is a decision taking area. Okay, it's an area that, you know, there are going to be loads of enormous limit orders, okay, either sell or buy limit order, depending on what side of the market you are, of course, depending on whether you are in an uptrend or in a downtrend, and you know that price is bound to react in some way to that area. All right, if let's say we are in this clear downtrend, all right, and price pulls back to the dynamic area of resistance, in this case, since we are in the downtrend, if we have enough limit orders stuck up at this area from different institutional banks, from different hedge fund managers, etc., to create a new swing, those limit orders will be stuck up, like I say, in this area between the 30 and the 50, and therefore, bang, a new swing will be created. Upon the next pullback, same thing. If there are enough orders at this part of the chart, at this junction of the chart, a new swing will be created. Okay, always in the direction of the main trend. Otherwise, if the institutional players have lost interest in this chart, in this currency pair, price in the other hand will continue moving up. All right. So that's basically the reason as of why I like to keep an area on the dynamic area of support and resistance. It's a decision-taking area, you know, an area where if the trend is to survive, most of the swings should spring off that area. All right, should be created off that area, and therefore 95 of the price action will be contained at the right side of that area. Okay, let's assume this is well, you know, let's picture the dynamic area as a boundary, all right, as a frontier. If the trend is to you know, to still be in place, price, or at least 95% of the price action, should be contained on the right side. In this case, since we are in a downtrend, it should be contained on the lower side of the dynamic area. Okay, as soon as we breach this area, all right, as soon as we break above and we begin to have, you know, enough price action above this area, well, the trend is definitely weakening, all right, or even, you know, finished.